Alright guys, sa mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat, meron tayong pinaka-exciting na portion dito kay Rob Trip, ang ating reaction tungkol sa SSS. Dito na ang isang course na malalaman natin, isang empleyado ng SSS na dapat nating alamin sa ating retirement benefit. Intro guys. Alright guys, sa mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat. Alright, meron tayong reaction video. Gagawa natin ng isang reaction video dito sa retirement benefit ng SSS. At para alamin natin kung kailan tayo pupunta ng SSS upang i-compile ang ating retirement at para makakuha tayo ng pension kung ilang hulog, salary, loan, salary natin bilang pension. Alright, panoorin po natin guys, and the part 2, let's do watch dito sa road trip. Alright, let's get it on.
Yes, sir. We can see your presentation and loud and clear po ang inyong audio.
Okay, thank you. So, again, our first topic natin ngayon is retirement benefits. So, the outline of my presentation, pag-uusapan natin the definition and the qualifying condition, followed by the manner filing, at pangatlo, yung employer certification. Okay, so ano nga ba ang retirement benefit? So, retirement benefit is a cash benefit paid to a member who can no longer work due to old age. So, hindi na makapagtrabaho dulot ng katandaan. So, ano ba yung mga qualifying conditions natin para ang isang miyembro ay makwalipika na makatanggap o makapag-avail ng ating retirement benefit? Okay, so for the age, okay, so meron tayong 60 years old. So, yun yung ating optional retirement age. And then we have yung 65 years old naman as yung ating compulsory retirement age. So, for those who are asking, wala na bang mas mababa, sir, doon sa 60 years old? Actually, so for racers jockey, okay, so from 60, optional retirement age and 65.
Kaya meron naman na retirement sa mababang edad. Katulad ng jockey, no? Yung Hinete. 55 years old lang sila, no?
Years old na compulsory retirement age, so pinababa siya to 55 years old, yung compulsory retirement age. Okay, so that is effective May 24 of 2016. So, again, also yung date of retirement should not be earlier than that date. Okay, so aside from the racers jockey, pinababa din po yung retirement age ng ating mga mine worker. So again, from 60...
Ay, nagmimina, no?
March 13, 1998, pinababa to 55 years old. And effective April 27 of 2016, pinababa pa siya lalo to 50 years old. So yung optional retirement age. Samantalang yung compulsory or yung tinatawag natin na technical retirement age naman ay binaba naman sa 60 years old. Okay? So yan po. So again, for ibang mga nagtatanong sa atin, for regular workers, okay? So again, 60 and 65 years old tayo. 60 optional, 65 years old compulsory retirement age. Okay? So, ano yung other qualifying conditions natin? Para makatanggap ng monthly pension ng isang retiree, kinakailangan na meron siyang hindi bababa sa 120 contribution. So, that's our magic number pagdating sa retirement. So, pag chinek natin yung records natin at nakita natin na meron tayong at least 120. By the way, 120, that is equivalent to 10 years kung tuloy-tuloy tayong naguhulog kay SSS. But then, again,
alright, yan po ang isang benefits sa SSS.
Pagdating naman sa retirement, not necessarily na tuloy-tuloy itong 120. Basta nakaipon tayo ng at least 120 prior to that.
Ayan, at least 120. Meron na kayong SSS sa inyong senior salary.
Sa Mr. Retirement, then pension po yung matatanggap.
Ayan, lump sum pag hindi nabuo yung 120. Pero pwede pa rin, no?
Natin. If kulang siya sa 120 months, then ang benefit po natin will be in lump sum. Pero ito pong kagandahan kay SSS. Meron tayong option to continue paying our contribution.
Ayan, to continue paying para mabuo yung 120. Alright.
Contribution. Sabihin na lang natin, member is already 65 years old. Automatic po ba na lump sum benefit? Hindi po. So, meron po binibigyan natin ng option yung ating miyembro to continue to pay their contribution para mabuo yung 120 months, thus for them to be entitled to receive monthly pension. Kasi po ang kagandahan kay SSS, kung tayo po ay qualified na tumanggap ng buwanang pension, Una po, meron tayong option to advance yung ating 18 months pension. So yung 1.5 year pension natin, pwede nating advance yan. So for our retirees, kung halimbawa nagpaplano siya na magtayo ng isang negosyo o di kaya naman medyo kumbaga pampagawa ng bahay, pampadagdag, di ba? So pwede po niyang i-advance yung kanyang 1.5 year pension. What else? Every December, may 13-month bonus tayo na pinagkakaloob sa ating
Ayan, may 13-month din, no, na salary sa pension kada taon. Ayan na makukuha bukod sa buwan-buwan yung sahod. Alright?
mga retirees. Okay? So times 2 po ang pension nila every December. And kung meron siyang minor child or children, meron din po tayong pinagkakaloob na dependence pension. So ano po ba itong dependence pension na to? Ito pong dependence pension ay pinagkakaloob sa legitimate, legitimated, legally adopted, and illegitimate child or children ng isang retiree. So pag sinabi nating child or children, so yung edad po nila should not exceed 21 years old, unmarried, and not gainfully employed. Kung sakali naman po na ang isang retiree.
Ayan, may pension din pala, no, if over 21 years old age.
Ay may anak na congenitally incapacitated. Ibig sabihin po, incapable of self-support physically or mentally, kahit po over 21 years old na po yung bata, tuloy-tuloy po na ipinagkakaloob natin sa kanya yung dependence pension. Okay.
Ayan, may dependent pension bukod sa ano niya, sa sahod bilang
So,
sa
for
inyo.
the dependence pension, okay, so pinagkakaloob po ito up to 5 minor children starting from the youngest without substitution. So, priority po yung ating legitimate, legitimated, and legally adopted. So, kung halimbawa kulang po sa 5, para mabuo yung maximum na 5 children, po pwede po tayong kumuha sa mga illegitimate child or children. However, kung more than 5 dependent children na siya, preference will be given to the legitimate, legitimated, and legally adopted ones. So magkano po ba yung dependence pension? Dependence pension is equivalent to 10% of the basic monthly pension or
Ayan, no, may dependent pension din, no, sa mga anak nyo. Ayan.
150, whichever is higher. So yung dependence pension po, matitigil po yan kung yung bata po ay nagpakasal, enters into common law relationship upon reaching the age of 18 years old, or has reached the age of 18
Ayan, pag nagpakasal na, no, mawawala na yung dependent pension.
while in a common law relationship, or kaya naman po naging gainfully
Paano
employed.
kaya sa asawa, may dependent din? Ayun ang tanong, no? Baka meron din, no?
Recovered from disability, or kung sakali po na namatay. Okay? So yun po yung mga cases natin na kung saan pwede pong suspend yung ating dependence pension. Okay. So balik ulit tayo dun sa retirement. So normally, yung pagdating po sa age of retirement, familiar tayo dun sa 60 and 65 years old. Pero pagdating po sa date of retirement, 4 po yung possible na date of retirement natin. So, yung una, yung ating date of separation. Okay? So, date of separation, applicable po ito sa mga miyembro age 60 to 64 years old. So, yung sinasabi natin date of separation is separation from employment. Halimbawa, yung miyembro meron na siyang 300 contribution and he is already 60 years old. Nagpaalam na siya sa company niya. So,
Ayan, tandaan nyo guys, pag kunyari 59 na kayo, papaalam kayo sa isang employer, no?
yun na siya ay magre-retire na. Pero
Para makuha niya ang 60 years old sa company.
yung papalit sa kanya. So pumayag naman siya. So nagstay pa siya ng 2 taon pa doon sa kumpanya. So ang tanong ngayon, kailan yung magiging date of retirement niya? So yung date of retirement niya will be yung date of separation, yung month na wala nang papasok na contribution. Okay? Second, na possible na maging date of retirement is yung 60th birthday. Itong 60th birthday natin, very significant kasi sa mga miyembro, talaga yung 60th birthday. So marami siyan, gusto talaga nila, yung date of retirement nila is
Ayan, talagang iniintay, no? 60. May bracket talaga, 60 years old ang retirement ng isang empleyado. Alright? Ayan.
also yung kanilang 60th birthday. So if that's the case, kung may mga kilala kayo, halimbawa, lalo na yung mga participants natin dito na employer representatives or employers na nag-abiso sa kanila na, sir, magre-resign na po ako, ma'am, magre-retire na po ako, pagtungtong ko ng 60. Okay? Kasi gusto ko ang pension ko will start also on my 60th birthday. Okay? So if that's the case, halimbawa, birthday ng inyong ng isang miyembro, sabihin na lang natin November 10. Okay? So November 10 next month. Okay? So dapat po, okay, on or before end of the month following yung birth month, okay, dapat po ay separated na from employment yung ating miyembro. So,
Ayan, bago kayo mag-60 daw, separated na kayo sa employer nyo, no? Para, ayan, ma-claim ang inyong
kung
60.
halimbawa, ang kanyang birthday nga po is November 10, ibig sabihin, on or before yung date of separation na nakalagay doon sa kanyang certificate of employment, dapat po hindi yan lalabas ng October 31st. Okay, so it should be October 31 or backwards. Okay. Then third, 65th birthday. So that is regardless kung ang miyembro man ay employer or hindi. So again, yun yung ating technical retirement age. Okay. Then last is yung ating month after the semester of 120th contribution. So again, applicable to sa mga miyembro na nagkukumpleto ng 120
Kaya kailangan maka 120 para may pension kayo, guys.
para sila po ay makwalipika na makatanggap
Qualified bilang ayan contribution ng 120
pension. Okay.
ng retirement.
So again, yan po yung ating apat na date of retirement. Ulitin po natin. Date of separation, 60th birthday, 65th birthday, and month after the semester of 120th contribution. So paano po natin kinukompute naman ang pension kay SSS? So natukoy na natin yung date of retirement. Ngayon, pag-uusapan naman natin paano ba kinukompute yung pension kay SSS. Okay, so di ba, baka yung iba sa inyo, di ba naku-curious, paano ba nagkukumpute si SSS ng pension? Okay, so ano ba yung mga nakaka-apekto sa pension ng isang miyembro? So the amount of retirement benefit will depend on the following three factors. Okay, so may tatlong factor na nakaka-apekto sa pension ng isang retiree. Una, yung ating average monthly salary credit. Okay, dami at laki ng hulog ng isang miyembro.
Ayan yung hulog, no? Yung monthly salary. Monthly
So again,
contribution.
100% yan ng average monthly salary credit. Okay,
Ayan, yung contribution nyo, guys. Mas malaki makukuha yung pension, no? Ayan, kaya tingnan nyo yung
tagal ng paghuhulog kay
SSS nyo.
Gaano ka na ba katagal na naguhulog kay SSS? Again,
At gaano katagal na, no?
credited years of service. At pangatlo, okay, yung number of dependent child or children, if any. Okay? So, kanina natutunan natin, di po ba, sa dependent pension. So, magkano ba ang dependent pension? Again, it's 10% of the basic monthly pension or 250, whichever is higher, and that is applicable up to 5 minor children, starting from the youngest without substitution. So, definitely nakaka-apekto siya sa pension ng isang pensioner. So, just imagine, kung ang pension ng isang retiree is nasa halagang, sabihin na lang natin, 15,000 pesos. Okay? So, tapos meron siyang 5 anak na below 21 years old. Okay? So, just imagine, bawat bata, meron silang dependence pension na nagkakahalaga ng 1,500. So, i-multiply mo yun by 5. So, that's 7,500. Di po ba? So,
Malaki, no?
imagine from 15,000, idagdag mo yung 7,500 na dependence pension. Okay? So, magkano na magiging pension ng ating retiree? So, from 15 to 22,500 plus yung additional pa natin na 1,000. Okay? So, again, yan yung tatlong factor na nakaka-apekto sa pension ng isang retiree. So, pagdating naman po sa formula sa pag-compute ng pension, so may tatlo po tayong sinusunod dyan na formula. So the highest amount derived from using the three formulas, yun po yung magiging pension ng retiree. Okay? So yung
Ayan, no? Screenshot nyo, guys. Ayan ang 300. 20% times AMSC sa ating retirement na
formula natin,
formula
300
ng
plus
monthly
20%
pension
times
nyo.
AMSC plus 2% times AMSC times CYS minus 10. So dito sa first formula, ginagamit natin dito yung average monthly salary credit. So yun po yung AMSC at yung credited years of service o CYS. Okay. Yung second formula naman, 40% times your average monthly salary credit. At yung third formula naman, minimum pension. Actually, yung pangatlo, hindi nga siya formula kasi fixed na siya eh. So, ang tinitignan na lang po natin dito ay yung credited years of service. Ilan po ba yung na-earn ninyo na credited years of service? So, doon
Oo, na-credit
po
ng
nakabase kung magkano
taon.
po yung pinakamababang pension na pwede ninyong matanggap. So kung yung miyembro po ay mayroong kulang, okay, mas mababa sa 10 CYS o credited years of service, ang pinakamababang pension po dyan ay nasa 1,000. Kung yan po ay nasa 10 CYS, 1,200. At kung umabot po yan,
Alright, ito yung minimum pension na makukuha sa 120, no?
20 CYS and above, ang pinakamababang pension po ay nasa 2,400. And effective January 2017, meron po tayong additional benefit na 1,000 pesos. Okay.
Ayan, effective nung 2017, may 13 month na 1,000 na binibigay.
So how to determine? So isa-isahin muna po natin na kanina, sabi natin ano ba yung mga factor na nakaka-apekto? Average monthly salary credit, credited years of service, at saka independent child of children. So napag-usapan na natin yung dependence pension. Ngayon yung dalawang factor na lang. The average monthly salary credit at saka yung credited years of service. Paano ba kinukuha yung average monthly salary credit? May dalawang formula tayo dyan na ginagamit. Una, the sum of the last 60 monthly salary credit prior to the semester of contingency. Kukunin natin muna, i-exclude natin yung semester of contingency. So halimbawa, yung date of retirement is this month, October 2024. So yung semester of contingency po niyan will be from July to December 2024. Ibig sabihin, starting June 2024, paatras, okay, kukunin natin yung last 60 posted monthly salary credit. Ito-total natin yan, and then i-divide din natin by 60 para makuha natin yung average.
The
Yung second formula naman, the sum of all monthly salary credit prior to the semester of contingency and divide it by the number of contributions paid in the same. Again, halimbawa, ang date of retirement ay October 2024. Ang semester of contingency niya will be from July to December. Ibig sabihin, bibilangin natin nakailang hulog siya hanggang June 2024. Okay? So kung halimbawa yung miyembro meron siyang 200 contribution from his first contribution up to June 2024, nakabuo siya, meron siyang naipon na nasa 200 contribution. I-total po natin yung 200 monthly salary credit na yun and then i-divide din natin by 200. Okay? So kung alin po yung mataas sa dalawa, okay? Yung mataas na value na makukuha natin.
Ayan, tandaan nyo guys, i-divide sa 60 sa monthly salary credit.
Yun po yung gagamitin natin na average monthly salary credit. Okay? Then, yung credited years of service naman. For the credited years of service, tatlo yan. So, meron tayong Formula A, Formula B, and Formula C. Okay. So, yung tinutotal lang po natin. Okay? So, yung A, B, and C. So, ito po yung nakikita niyo ngayon sa inyong screen. Yung Formula A plus B plus C, ginagamit natin yan, tinutotal natin yan. Kung yung miyembro kung yung isang tao ay naging miyembro na ng SSS prior to 1985. Samantala naman, Formula B and C lang ang tinutotal natin kung yung kanyang membership ay nag-umpisa after January of 1985. Okay. So, paano ba natin kinukuha yung CYS para sa A, B, and C? Yung Formula A is the number of calendar years from the date of coverage up to 1984. Okay? So, ito yung tinatawag natin na bonus CYS. Kasi ang tinitignan na lang natin dito is yung calendar year of coverage. Okay? So, kailan ba kayo naging miyembro ng SSS? Kung kayo ay naging miyembro prior to 1985. So, halimbawa, yung, for example, si Juan de la Cruz, okay, naging miyembro siya. Sabihin na lang natin January 1970. So, anong gagawin lang natin? From 1970 to 1984, so that's 15 years. So, that's 15 CYS. So, hindi na natin titignan may hulog ba yan. Okay? So, ang importante, yung calendar year of coverage na 1970. So, from 1970 to 1984, so that's 15 years. So, that's also equivalent to 15 CYS.
15 CYS member, no? Member ka ng
Yung
SSS.
Formula B naman, from year 1985 to 2001, kinakailangan na yung miyembro meron siyang hindi bababa sa 6 months contribution for each year to earn 1 CYS. Okay? By the way, yung 1985 to 2001, that is 17 years. So, if walang naging gap in service yung miyembro, or sabihin na lang natin, meron siyang hindi bababa sa 6 contribution each year starting 1985 to 2001. So, pwede rin niya makuha yung maximum CYS for Formula B na 17 CYS. Okay? And then, for Formula C naman, from January 2002 up to the calendar year containing the semester prior to the contingency, tapos ito-total natin yan and then i-divide natin by 12. Halimbawa, sabihin na lang natin yung miyembro, again, ang date of retirement niya ay October 2024. Okay, so ang kanyang semester of contingency, so dahil yun ang i-exclude natin, di ba? So exclude natin yung July to December 2024. Ipagpalagay na lang natin na yung miyembro nakaipon siya ng 132 contribution. Okay, from January 2000.
And halimbawa, 132 contribution.
Up to June 2024. So 132 months. So ang gagawin natin, i-divide lang natin yun by 12. So ibig sabihin, meron siyang na-earn na nasa 11 CYS. Okay, so itutotal lang natin, bibilangin lang natin, nakailang hulog ka starting January 2002 up to the month prior to the semester of retirement, and then i-divide mo siya by 12. So pag nakuha na ninyo yung CYS for Formula A, B, and C, itutotal natin yan at yun po yung magiging total credited years of service ninyo. Okay? So once na makuha na ninyo yung CYS at ganoon din kanina yung ating average monthly salary credit, babalik tayo dito sa formula natin. Yung po yung i-apply natin dito sa ating tatlong formula. So kung alin ang mataas sa tatlo, yun po yung magiging pension ng ating retiree. Okay? So now let's proceed to the manner of filing. Paano ba sinasubmit yung
Ayan, paano mag-filing? Tandaan nyo guys, paano pumunta sa SSS. at i-declare ang retirement nyo sa mga 60 to 65 dyan. O bago mag 65 o bago mag 60, pumunta na kayo at i-claim nyo na.
Retirement benefit application kay SSS. So dalawa po yan. Dalawa po yung option ng isang retiree. They can either submit it personally, so at any SSS nearest you,
Pwede rin online, no? Or personal, pumunta kayo sa
or pwede rin
SSS.
pong isubmit yan online. So para po dun sa mga miyembro na prefer nila na mag-submit ng retirement benefit application personally, so we highly suggest
Ayan, pwede kayo magtanong kasi mas maganda magpunta na lang ng personal, no? Para marami kang maitanong at malaman mo kaagad. Alright?
sa branch ay ma-entertain ho tayo. Okay? Kasi may mga cases po na baka pagpunta ng isang miyembro sa SSS branch natin para po mag-file ng retirement, hindi sila ma-accommodate.
Oo nga.
So na puro na po yung okay? Puro na po yung kumbaga, marami ring mga senior citizens ang nakapila na magpa-file din ng kanilang retirement benefit. Okay? So ito paalala lang sa ating mga miyembro na mas pinili po na mag-submit ng retirement benefit application over the counter. Na again, gamitin po natin itong online appointment system natin.
Ayan, maganda rin online.
Although over the counter po tayo, required pa rin po tayo na dapat meron tayong naka-register na disbursement account sa ating My.SSS kasi dito po i-credit yung ating pension once na ma-process po yung ating retirement benefit application. So prepare the application form plus the supporting document. By the way, yung form po, downloadable yan sa ating SSS website. Ganun din po yung list of supporting document. Submit the duly accomplished retirement application form together with the supporting documents sa SSS branch office on your scheduled date and wait for the official notice from SSS. So you will be notified via text or email on the status of your
May schedule yan. Depende yan sa number ng card nyo, no? SSS card.
application. So para naman sa mga miyembro natin who wanted to follow up your retirement application, okay, so pwede po ninyong i-follow up yan sa ating usap tayo at sss.gov.
Ayan, pwede nyo follow up. Alright?
To your SSS number, your full name, your date of birth, as well as mga valid ID ninyo pag tayo po ay magpa-follow up ng ating retirement benefits application. Okay? So for the documentary requirements, actually for the form, retirement claim application form lang po yan. Again, that is downloadable sa ating SSS website. So meron din po tayong application for DDR benefit under the portability law. So yung mga miyembro natin na nagservisyo din sa gobyerno, so na gustong i-avail yung portability law, so may separate application form po tayo. For the valid ID, so present the original and submit the photocopies, certified true copies of your supporting document. Hindi po namin kinukuha yung original. Okay? So bago po kayo pumunta kay SSS to submit your retirement claim application together with the supporting document, i-photocopy nyo na po yan. Okay, so i-photocopy nyo na po yung supporting document. Again, hindi po namin kinukuha ang original, yung photocopy lang, but you have to...
Ayan, photocopy lang guys. At hindi kinukuha yung original na ID nyo, yung mga document.
bring the original kasi kinukompare po namin yan to check the authenticity.
Kinakompare lang nila, no? Ganun naman talaga sa bangko para makita nila.
So, for the other documentary requirements, kung yung miyembro po ay at least 60 years old but below 65, kung kayo po ay employed, certificate of separation issued by your last employer or certificate of employment issued by your last employer stating the period of employment. Kung sakali naman po na sarado ng company, affidavit of separation from employment or cessation of self-employment with undertaking regardless of the status of your employer. Okay. So, kung meron naman pong minor child o children, yung retiree, birth certificate po ng bata. Okay. So, paano naman mag-submit ng retirement application online? Okay, so ito po yung second option ng ating mga miyembro. So, pwede po siyang i-submit via...
second option, pwede kayo mag-file ng
account and
personally.
Menu, i-click nyo lang po yung apply for retirement. Ensure na updated po yung inyong contact information before you proceed with your application. Okay? So, para po doon sa online application, ang una pong ipapakita sa inyo ng system ay yung inyong employment history. So, you have to check kung yan po ay in order and correct. Okay? So,
Ayan, sa system naman.
So, pwede po ninyo i-cancel yung inyong application and visit any SSS office nearest you and request for manual verification. Pero kung in order siya incorrect, click on the proceed button to continue. So, next step po, sasagutin nyo lang po yung mga questions. So, answerable ba yan? Answerable po yan. Then after that, ipapakita na po sa inyo ng system yung inyong effective date of retirement as well as yung estimated retirement pension. So dito po, meron na kayo idea more or less magkano yung magiging pension ninyo. So if you agree, click on proceed to continue. So after that, papakita naman ng system, okay, yung mga previous niya, previously na providing niyo information. So, validate the details provided and select whether you wish to avail of the 18 months advance pension. So, ito po yan.
Awesome!
Dito po siya. Yung mga gusto mag-avail ng advance 18 months. I-click nyo lang po, yes or no. Okay? So, yung, by the way, ito pong option na to is not available for retirees with at least 15 months accrued pension. Okay? So, after providing yung mga
18 months, no?
other information, click on proceed again to continue. So after clicking on the proceed button, so i-display na po ng system lahat po ng pre-provide ninyo na information. So kindly confirm the information provided at if it is correct and in order, click on proceed to continue. So ang next step po, online certification with undertaking. So just tick the box if you agree and click on certify and submit button to continue. So after clicking on certify and submit, so as proof that you have successfully submitted your application for retirement, meron pong corresponding transaction number yan. Okay, so tandaan po natin, lahat ng transaction, i-avail po ninyo, mapa sa SSS
Kaya may transaction number, hindi madadaya.
website yan or sa ating mobile app, may corresponding transaction number yan. So kung halimbawa, after clicking the certify and submit, nag-blank screen lang siya, ulitin lang po natin. Okay? Again, dapat may transaction number yan. Also, as proof na successfully nasabit po natin yung ating application, meron pong notification tayo na matatanggap sa ating My SSS Inbox. Ganun din po sa ating register.
Ayan, you will notify the successful submission of your retirement claim. Application and transaction number will be issued. Ayan, transaction number will be issued.
Next, yung employer certification of retirement. So this is for employed members. Okay? So sino po ba yung nire-require ng employer certification? So yung nire-require po dito yung mga miyembro natin na mayroong posted contribution.
Alright, ito yung employer certification of retirement claim.
Doon sa kanilang 12-month period prior to month of retirement. Okay? So sila po yung mga nire-require ng employer certification. So below 65 years old at sila po ay mayroong contribution within the 12-month period prior to month of retirement. Okay? So again, paano ba nag-certify ang employer natin? So yung nakikita po ninyo ngayon sa inyong screen, yan po yung ating employer dashboard. So dito po makikita ng employer ninyo, okay, kung meron silang for certification. So i-validate lang po ng employer. Kung yung empleyado, baka mamaya, kasi bakit dumadaan po yan kay employer? Kasi baka mamaya si member employed pa, nagpa-file na ng retirement. Okay? So pwede i-reject ng employer yan. Sabi ng employer, employed pa to, bakit nagpa-file ng retirement?
Oo, hindi pwede employed pa na retirement, no? Nag-ano ka na? Nag-claim?
Diba? So yung pala, finalsify pala yung ibang mga documents.
Falsify.
Gumawa ng peke na certificate of preparation. So yung mga ganong cases. So kaya po dumadaan yan sa employer.
Kaya pineke, no? Mahirap yan.
Reminder lang sa ating mga miyembro.
Kakaroon ka ng issue.
Your registered email address for the benefit claim application notices from SSS. Okay, so check nyo lang po.
Ayan, always check your registered email address for retirement benefit claim application notice for the SSS. Alright?
So, kagaya na nabanggit ko kanina, pwede po tayong mag-follow up. Pwede po tayong, aside from the email address, nausap tayo at sss.gov.ph, pwede po kayong tumawag sa aming hotline 14.
Ayan, pwede tumawag sa kanilang hotline, ha? Alright? Pwede kayong magtanong.
Okay? So, para po to monitor yung status ng inyong retirement application. So, before I end my presentation, tandaan po natin, okay, kung wala pa po kayong forever, baka na kay SSS na po yan. Kasi kay SSS, once a member is always a member of SSS. Okay? So, kay SSS may forever. So,
Ayan, may forever daw kay SSS. Kasi pag one time ka member dyan sa SSS, lifetime na as member ka talaga.
Contribution, not as a burden, but as an investment. So, walang ibang makikinabang dito, kundi yung kayo mismo. Okay, tayo mismo, kasi ako rin po ay miyembro ng SSS, tayo mismo bilang miyembro ng SSS at yung ating mga beneficiaries. Our SSS contributions serve as a long-term savings plan for future needs. So that ends my presentation. Maraming salamat po.
Alright guys, napakinggan po natin that dito sa at eskwela ng SSS. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood at pagkinig dito kay Rob Trip. At isa na naman natutunan natin tungkol sa pension. At beyond 59, pwede na kayo mag-file pag hindi pa kayo employed. Alright, pag employed na kayo hanggang 65. Alright, at maraming salamat sa panonood at pakikinig dito kay Rob Trip. And don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you so much and see us again sa ating the next one, SSS Eskwela Web Seminar to. Alright?